Hard-fought game. Great to get a win. Great atmosphere here at home. Great crowd, which I think made a major difference, especially down the stretch. I felt had a lot of productive runs today, which made a difference against a good defense. I thought our receivers made plays throughout the game, and being 50% on third down, I think helped, and we had some long drives. Just at times just spent too much time on the sideline of our own doing, 3 and outs, and third, fourth quarter just not sustaining drives enough to score points and give our defense a break and kind of keep the ball in our hands. So there's a lot that we need to improve upon, but great to get a win at home, and we'll just keep working from here.
How do you battle through when you maybe don't have your best fastball? You don't have your best stuff today. You seem to battle through and get it at the end.
Yeah, you just take one play at a time, and the next play it can turn, and the next play it can go a different way. So you just keep playing and believe that that it can turn, and it obviously helps when you have the defense making stops and your teammates making plays for you time and again.
Coach just said I guess, talked to the team after the game, said something about, I guess, tough teams persevere, or what exactly did you say?
Yeah, it's just a mantra I've kind of lived by my whole pro football career that started with Mike Shanahan. He would always say, tough times don't last, tough people do. And I think I may have said it here before with you guys, but I believe strongly in that, and this pro football journey, you just have to live that again and again. Tough times don't last, tough people do. And I felt like this game, in a way, was a little bit of a microcosm of that.
You took a lot of hits today, and your durability is pretty obvious. Do you know why you've been able to be this durable?
I don't have a great answer for that. I don't have a great answer why we're finding these inches in all these games, but we are. And I do know, a lot of people are praying for protection and have been for my entire career, and I think those prayers have been answered. And I think that, I spend a lot of time working with different bodywork people here in the Twin Cities on a weekly basis, sometimes daily basis. So I think just having a lot of prayers and a lot of good people working on you, working with you, that keep you, put you back together after each game. That's what I ask them to do. I say, hey, I'm in a car accident every week, and you got to put me back together on Monday and on Friday. And it's kind of like getting an oil change. You go back and you get put back together, and then you get ready for the next car accident. So that's sort of how it's been, and I've got some great people, great team that helps.
Do you feel like you're getting better as a leader and coming through in clutch situations at this stage of your career?
I don't know. I think every game is its own entity, and I felt today our defense was really what came through for us, keeping them out of the end zone there twice, not to mention the other times throughout the game. And any time you do make a play, it's never yourself. It's always, teammates, protection, a great call by Kevin, by our staff, great play design. So, when we have had success in those moments in the fourth quarter, I think it's more a reflection of the whole product than just the quarterback.
On the touchdown to Jefferson, what was the key to making that play work?
He had just kind of clicked through the progression. TJ, KJ, I think I probably had KJ and could have pulled the trigger to him. To Adam, and then saying no to all them. JJ had the right leverage with the DB inside, and then just try to put that ball out to the sideline for him. It's a route that he's had a lot of success with going back to training camp, and it was great to hit that one. We've been looking for that one for a while and couldn't get it, and it was great to hit it.
That was your first one?
Yeah.
Kirk, what does it say about the offense, though, where you're having some troubles sustaining anything there in the half to put that drive together when you need it?
I think it was what we needed, and that's where you believe that, hey, in the next possession, the next play, anything can happen, anything can turn, so just stay going. And coaches did a great job that entire drive of just kind of applying pressure to the defense and putting us in a position to be successful. So, it was great to have that drive. Just you walk away saying, gosh, could we have had 2 or 3 more of those instead of just that one in the fourth quarter.
Kirk, how much do you feel like the defense's situational success is a byproduct of how smart some of those guys are and the experience on that side?
I think I do think it goes back to you get what you emphasize, and whether it's the situational masters meeting every Friday, that it's being coached again and again. I just think that it's been emphasized quite a bit, and I do think we have smart players that are real pros and take it with a lot of discipline and detail, and I think it does show up in those moments.
What's going through your mind when you're watching the end of that game? Like, do you just believe that they're going to find a way because they have so many times this year?
I'd say so. You got to believe. I also think that my mind is going to, sort of, you have to negatively think, okay, when they score, if they score, what are we doing? Similar to Buffalo when we got our defense got the touchdown for us on the fumbled sneak. I'm thinking about, all right, they're going to go down, kick a field goal, send us to overtime. I got to get my mind ready for that. So it's obviously the negative way to think, but it's your best way to then play well when the ball gets to you next. So you try to always think about what's the scenario where we get the ball back and we've got to do something with it. And then when they get the stop, that's obviously a bonus.
First, if you're around there in the first half when you kind of lower your head to take it, you just think I got to make a play to get a first down here?
Yeah, I didn't know where the line was quite to gain. And so I just felt I got to get every yard I can, and so tried to make sure I gave it everything I had. And I don't know if I was already past it or not, but I don't know if I was. But that was my mindset, was just let's get everything we can here. I'm not sure where it is.
Well, what'd you think of meeting Little Kirk on his 8th?
Yeah, he was awesome. I felt badly that he was having to be shirtless and have the chains all game long. I said to him pregame, I said, buddy, if those things get heavy, I've worn them, they get heavy. If those get heavy, you get a little cold, feel free to put a shirt on and take the chains off. You've done so much. So, but sure enough, in the fourth quarter, there he was. So it was fun, and they drove 3 hours. It says a lot about our fan base and the passion they have for this team. And it's certainly a Minnesota thing, but they're coming from Iowa, and you got the Dakotas, and it's special to have this entire region of the country pulling for the Vikings.
You mentioned car accident earlier. I don't know if there's degrees of car accidents, but was this one a particularly rough one?
There were hits, but I actually was, you check yourself after each one, and I was good. I was clean. So this one will be good, but it was more that their rush made it uncomfortable in the pocket. So even if they're not hitting you, you feel like they're affecting your accuracy, they're affecting your timing. And so, I think it was more the timing and things like that than even the hits.
Yeah, Kirk, on the accuracy point, on some of those ones that sailed on you, did you feel on most of those like it's the rush that's affecting you? Or
No, I think the one to TJ was the most egregious miss. That was just a miss. Gave it too much. There were a couple my feet were ahead of the play, so I'm hitching and my feet are telling me to release it, but the play hasn't really developed yet. And so some of that is press coverage that slows down the route. They've got to negotiate the route. They're not running it on air. So the timing was something that I needed to go back and watch and make sure that I'm, slowing down my drop, if that makes sense, to make sure I'm not ahead of the read or ahead of the play. And that's part of it.
How often do you get to a fourth read and it's a receiver downfield as opposed to just like a quick check down?
Yeah, it really just comes down to the coverage and the need to get to progress, and pockets got to hold up, and I do pride myself. For me to play in this league and have success, I have to be able to get through progressions and identify coverage and move quickly. I can't. That's the way I'm going to beat people. It's going to be that way. So that's going to be part of my calling card is getting through reads and progressions and trying to do that at an elite level and try to separate myself that way.
Will it be extra special for you to clinch the division in Michigan?
I think anytime you can play in a T-shirt and hat game and get the job done, that's what's special. I always enjoy going back to the state where I grew up and seeing people in green and white, and that kind of a thing. But, we've got a big challenge, and I think the Lions are a really good football team and are showing that. So that'll be a tough environment and big challenge for us.
Kirk, I know a lot of guys on defense were saying that they're kind of feeding off you. They don't want you to get hit, but when they were taking those hits, some quarterbacks just throw it away. So to hear your defense say they're feeding off that energy of yours.
Yeah, I love it. Those guys are great. They're great teammates, and they've been so supportive of me, and I think they do love it. As I said, when we ran for a touchdown against Arizona, the O-line loves it, and you certainly got to be smart. You want to be there for your team the weeks ahead, so you're not trying to lower your shoulder all the time. But But yes, certainly be smart and pop back up and keep making plays. I think that's a part of playing the position and part of being a pro quarterback. All righty. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.